Here are today's biggest moves on the Indian stock market, analyzed straight from the exchange filings by flashfinance.news. 10 stories, ordered by market value from the largest company down, what changed, the key numbers, why it matters, and what to watch. Let's get into it. Story 1. Capri Global Capital. IVR A+ stable, credit rating upgraded for Rs 12,595 crore debt facilities. What changed? Infomerics upgraded CGCL's credit rating by one notch from A to A+ for its primary borrowing instruments. The key numbers. Bank loan facilities, Rs 9,595 crore. NCD quantum, Rs 3,000 crore. Total rated debt versus net worth, 1.87x. New rating, IVR A+ stable. Previous rating, IVR A positive. Why it matters? For an NBFC, a credit rating upgrade is a major milestone that reduces the cost of capital, enhances borrowing capacity, and validates the strength of the balance sheet during aggressive expansion. What to watch? Investors should monitor the company's cost of borrowings in the next 2 quarters to see if this upgrade translates into lower interest expenses and improved net interest margins, NIMs. Story 2. Cupid. Cupid Q1 FY27 net profit jumps 194% year-on-year to Rs 44.16 crore, revenue up 158% to Rs 154.71 crore. What changed? Cupid has significantly scaled its quarterly revenue and profitability while initiating a new geographic expansion strategy in West Bengal. The key numbers. Q1 FY27 revenue, Rs 154.71 crore. Q1 FY27 net profit, Rs 44.16 crore. Year-on-year revenue growth, 158.7%. Year-on-year net profit growth, 194%. Q1 revenue versus TTM revenue, 43.3%. Why it matters? The massive year-on-year growth indicates successful execution of the company's strategy to scale B2C FMCG revenue and leverage its dominant market position in sexual wellness. What to watch? Investors should monitor the feasibility outcome of the West Bengal project and the progress of the Palwa facility capacity boost to 1.25 billion male condoms. Story 3. SML Mahindra. Rs 525 crore acquisition of M&M Truck and Bus division via slum sale. What changed? SML Mahindra is moving to acquire the entire truck and bus business of its parent company, M&M, shifting from a niche player to a more comprehensive commercial vehicle entity. The key numbers. Acquisition consideration, Rs 525 crores. Promoter stake, M&M 58.97%. Debt to equity, post-transaction 0.54. Debt service coverage ratio, 2.99. E-voting end date, 6 September 2026. Why it matters? This is a major strategic consolidation that allows SML to enter the goods carrier segment more aggressively, which represents 80% of the total commercial vehicle industry, using M&M's established IP and assets. What to watch? Investors should monitor the voting results on 6 September 2026 and subsequent management commentary regarding the integration timeline and expected synergies in the goods carrier segment. Story 4. Pawarica. 27% PAT growth in Q1 FY27. DG set order book reaches Rs 1,700 crore with data center focus. What changed? Pawarica has reported strong double-digit growth in both top and bottom lines for Q1 FY27, supported by a massive order book specifically targeting the data center ecosystem. The key numbers. Revenue, Q1 FY27 rupees 780.1 crore. PAT, Q1 FY27 rupees 64.3 crore. DG set order book, rupees 1,700 crore. Order book versus TTM revenue, tilde 54.5%. Data center order book, rupees 900 crore. Wind IPP target capacity, 638.35 megawatts. Why it matters? The shift toward data center orders and the expansion of the high-margin wind IPP portfolio, targeting 638.35 megawatts, provides long-term revenue visibility and potential for margin improvement beyond the current commodity-driven pressures. What to watch? Investors should monitor the execution timeline of the rupees 900 crore data center order book and the commissioning of the 250 megawatts wind projects. Watch for EBITDA margin recovery in the DG set segment, currently 5.6%, as the company passes on input cost increases in subsequent quarters. Story 5. Aarti Pharma Labs. Rupees 149 crore capex for 405 KL capacity addition and strong Q1 PAT growth of 49% year-on-year. What changed? The company has initiated a significant capacity expansion for its CDMO business and reported a sharp recovery in quarterly financial performance compared to the previous year. The key numbers. Proposed capex, rupees 149 crores. Capacity addition, 405 KL. Capex versus net worth, still the 7.5%. Q1 standalone revenue growth, year-on-year 42.4%. Q1 standalone PAT growth, year-on-year 49.3%. Completion timeline, 1 year. Why it matters? The expansion into intermediates and CDMO services is a key part of the company's strategy to move up the value chain and reduce reliance on commoditized APIs, while the strong Q1 results indicate improved operational efficiency. What to watch? Monitor the execution of the 405 KL capacity addition over the next 4 quarters and observe if the strong Q1 margin performance is sustained amidst potential raw material price volatility. Story 6. PDS. PDSL Q1 FY27 PAT up 43% to rupees 29 crore, secures $330 million in new business mandates. What changed? PDS has significantly deleveraged its balance sheet while simultaneously securing large-scale international mandates and expanding its order book by 23%. The key numbers. Q1 FY27 revenue, rupees 3,444 crore. Q1 FY27 PAT, rupees 29 crore. New mandate potential versus FY26 revenue, tilde 21%. Order book, rupees 6,095 crore. Net debt reduction, 73%. EBITDA margin, 2.8%. Why it matters? The expansion in EBITDA margins and the sharp reduction in debt indicate that the company is successfully navigating a low-margin industry by improving capital efficiency and scaling higher-value partnerships. What to watch? Investors should monitor the conversion of the $330 million new mandate potential into actual quarterly revenue and track the progress of portfolio rationalization of new investment verticals. Story 7. Universal Cables. 91% PAT growth in Q1, massive rupees 4,800 crore optical fiber JV expansion announced. What changed? The company has significantly increased its capital commitment, both internally and through its JV, while delivering a strong quarterly earnings beat. The key numbers. Q1 FY27 revenue, rupees 945.06 crore. Q1 FY27 PAT, rupees 37.18 crore. JV expansion outlay, rupees 4,800 crore. JV outlay versus market cap, tilde 98%. Revised internal capex, rupees 617 crore. EPS, Q1 FY27 rupees 10.72. Why it matters? The rupees 4,800 crore JV expansion is roughly equal to the company's entire current market cap, rupees 4,887 crore, and 1.6x its TTM revenue, representing a massive strategic pivot toward high-growth optical fiber and upstream preform manufacturing. What to watch? Investors should monitor the funding mix, debt versus equity, for the rupees 4,800 crore JV expansion and the execution timeline of the internal rupees 617 crore capex, which is expected to be completed in phases by June 2027. Story 8. NRB Bearing. 19.2% revenue growth in Q1 FY27. NRB Bearings enters aerospace with Sukhoi 30 order. What changed? NRB Bearings has formally entered the aerospace and defense sector through the acquisition of Mahant Tool Room and a direct order for the Sukhoi 30 aircraft. The key numbers. Consolidated revenue, Q1 FY27 rupees 370 crores. Consolidated PAT, Q1 FY27 rupees 38 crores. Revenue growth, year-on-year 19.2%. Planned capex versus TTM revenue, tilde 15%. Standalone PAT growth, 31.7%. Why it matters? This pivot into high-margin, high-precision aerospace components reduces reliance on cyclical automotive markets and provides a new long-term growth lever. What to watch? Investors should monitor the revenue contribution from the new aerospace and defense segment and the execution progress of the rupees 200 crore capacity expansion slated for FY28. Story 9. Ellenberry Industrial Gases. 87% PAT growth in Q1 FY27, rupees 450 crore capex planned for FY27 to 28. What changed? The company has transitioned from a steady-state operation to an aggressive expansion phase, backed by a sharp jump in quarterly profitability and a large-scale capex commitment. The key numbers. Q1 FY27 revenue, rupees 98.7 crore. Q1 FY27 PAT, rupees 35.0 crore. FY27 capex guidance, rupees 250 crore. FY27 capex versus market cap, 130%. EBITDA margin, 39%. Total capacity, bulk plus on-site 1,933 TPD. Why it matters? The planned rupees 450 crore investment is transformative for a company with a rupees 192 crore market cap, suggesting a potential multifold increase in scale if execution remains on track. What to watch? Investors should monitor the successful commissioning of the East India on-site plant in August 2026 and the quarterly progress of the rupees 250 crore FY27 capex execution. The sustainability of the 39% EBITDA margin is a key metric to watch as new capacities ramped up. Story 10. Gujarat Themis Biocin. Gujthem Q1 PAT up 22%, announces tilde INR 1,300 crore Japan acquisition and 158 euros MN Sanofi deal. What changed? Gujthem is pivoting from a small-scale intermediate manufacturer to a global CDMO player through to massive international acquisitions and a doubling of its domestic fermentation capacity. The key numbers. Microbiopharm deal value, tilde INR 1,300 crore. Sanofi portfolio deal value, tilde AUR 158 main Q1 FY27 EBITDA margin, 47.48%. New fermentation capacity, 432 metric tons. Q1 FY27 revenue, rupees 43.8 crore. Hybrid power capacity, 18 megawatts. Why it matters? The acquisitions provide immediate global market access and high-value technology, peptides, oncology, potentially re-rating the business by diversifying its revenue base and moving it up the value chain into APIs and finished dosages. What to watch? Monitor the regulatory approval timeline for the Microbiopharm acquisition, expected Q2 FY27, and the funding structure, debt-equity mix, for these large-scale deals. That's today's market wrap. For the full AI analysis of every NSE and BSE filing, visit flashfinance.news. Like and subscribe for daily market updates. Educational analysis, not investment advice.